When this heat arrives throughout the weekend, we will all feel it. And many people who are at risk for sun exposure, for also heat exhaustion, could feel it even more. And that is why people in Pierce County and in Tacoma are spending the weekend to make sure people have access to two things: water and a cool place to escape the heat. At St. Vincent De Paul in Tacoma.
The Community Resource Center is only open 3 days a week, but we let people come pick up supplies 7 days a week.
And the one supply in demand this week is water. A lot of water.
Water's the biggest one, so we handed out through our center 6 cases of water today to probably about 40 people that walked in.
Dionne Jacobson, the mission outreach manager, says about half the people who came by today were looking for water.
With the increase of the temperature, you could definitely tell people are gearing up to be hot this weekend. The amount of outreach teams that came to pick up water this morning was more than we have seen in a very long time.
Feels like a couple weeks ago it was near freezing overnight.
Rob Huff is part of the coalition to end homelessness in Pierce County and Tacoma.
We're more concerned about once it gets into the upper 80s and even the 90s in parts of the county.
The focus for the coalition is to make sure people know where to go for help.
We're recommending for folks who are unhoused especially is to, and really for folks who are housed but have lack of access to air conditioning, is to access places like your public library.
He is helping organize groups of volunteers to do outreach in the community.
It's not just a Tacoma problem, it's all across the county, and Pierce County is a big county. We have folks who are volunteers that are doing outreach on the Key Peninsula and Gig Harbor Peninsula.
And every bottle of water helps.
People are gearing up, and what we found is that they tend to hunker down a little bit when the temperatures get too hot. So having that water available, before it gets too hot is kind of key to making sure that we're getting it out into the right places. The Tacoma Pierce County Coalition to End Homelessness is always looking for monetary donations as well as donations of water this weekend. That would be a huge help for them. If you see someone struggling this weekend, also you can lend them a hand. And again, we have more information on our website at king5.com.